day, new hat. Day 7. That's not new. This is my pattern and I call it short visit hat. And then I'm wearing my pattern too, which is white bloom shawl, and it is on RAVELRY for worsted. But check that out, if you knit a larger size in fingering, which I did on the screen, you need only one skein. I know. So that's that. And then Molly's mittens. I will write it down. There are a few people ask me already, will I write it down the pattern? So I'll try to do my best to do so. But you know, time is short. My willingness is big. Hopefully we'll do that. So Saturday morning, I woke up 7:30. Hello. And I was knitting for a bit. I started the second sock, Christmas one for myself. I haven't finished the other one, the heel. Anyway, probably will show you and talk about that a little later. So I knit for a bit and I decided, you know what, Seb is not here because he went to work Saturday. Yes, he's self-employed and that's what self-employed people do. They work all the time. What next? So I decided, you know what, take that opportunity and see if I can go for a longer walk because, you know, I watched Becca Bear's latest episode, like yesterday, once Friday, and yeah, we need to do more and we can't do more. So that's that, and so I'll try to do more. Why not? Slowly, surely, pleasure, not pressure. And you know what? I think it should be a thing. It doesn't matter if you're in a relation. It doesn't matter if you are in a relationship, but you should go for dates with yourself, just yourself, very often, and enjoy the presence of being with yourself. And like yourself. Knitting wise, I would really want to start that gnome that I got myself on my name's day. And thank you so much for the kind words and stuff. And some of you celebrate that too. So, well, I know that day exists. Do I celebrate? A lot. Not really. I got myself a pattern. That's a good celebration. I think. So, what I wanted to say. Oh, I wanted to say that today is the 7th. Yesterday was the 6th. I think the day 5 I had low energy. I couldn't do mileage, right? But then yesterday I did what I normally do and I went a little bit faster by my average 3 minutes. Hello. But now I feel my muscles. Because even when you walk, it depends how you walk. If you walk with a little bit squeeze, let's say that way, you might feel that you were working out. Just say. What's the plan for today? I don't know. I think, you know what, whatever it brings me. I know I have to do accountancy. In case you're interested about financial stuff, well, random fact about me maybe again. After primary school, I went to technical school. So I did something like accountancy. More economics with accountancy, although we do have accountant. However, for a while we didn't. I was doing accountancy books, but I decided, you know what, let's let it go. So I'm so happy, but still every month you have to fill in and give something to your accountant. So normally around the 10th, that's kind of our deadline to give it to her. So I have to do that, and maybe you're interested how I came around with selling stuff and selling patterns. So basically the story is like that my husband is self-employed, so in Ireland it wouldn't be such a big problem. I could join him and we created a partnership, even though he has completely different, he does different stuff, right? He's a painter. So I could go join him and created a partnership, and that's what we have. So that's that. Whew. So all the things that he does and all the things I do, you kind of join them together, and you probably know the rest. So unless you want to know more about it. Oh, on that note, if you don't know, I'm a designer, I would say that, and I sell patterns on RAVELRY. And I'm getting lately emails in regards, do I sell patterns somewhere else? And you may know that I have a website, right? And I could put those patterns there. However, I would not be able to have them accessed to everyone because of a GST. So, goods, sales, trade, I think, something like that. Something like VAT, so value added tax. Something like that we have in Europe. I think other countries outside, they have GST. Basically, it's the same, it's just different percentage and stuff like that, like in most countries. But some countries do have that, some countries don't have that, and there's no kind of final systems in regards paying that. So RAVELRY have a really brilliant idea that they do that. They pay VAT, while GST to those countries, like Australia, for instance. Whoever bought in Australia, hello. So that will be the thing. I probably could do that, but only restricted it to Europe, although it's maybe, I don't know, it's very complicated. Not in regards how to calculate it, it's just how to set up your shop, and will your web shop let you to do something like this. And you see, I don't have the time to sit down and sort it out, because you will need probably 1-2 days sitting in front of the computer, and you know I have a full-time, and it would be very difficult for me to do. But if you know any other websites, I may read their terms and conditions and stuff like that, and fees and whatever you call it, and see. I'm thinking about Lovecrafts, I think. Let me know what you think about that. And obviously don't forget to write down the name of the pattern and the price for the pattern. So if you know if there is any code, include that code in an email. And I'll check if it's valid for a certain period of time. Yeah. I hope that was okay. It's just I'm getting informations from people and emails or messages on social media, and I hope you're watching, and then that way you will get that information. So, or in case you're thinking of selling patterns and stuff, RAVELRY is a really good page because they do the VAT and GST, and you need an accountant to do your income taxes then. So yeah, and Ireland is quite unusual also in regards to their accounting system, because you may know that in most countries the year finish on the 20 in December, let's say it that way. Over here there's a choice that probably most countries could be the same thing in regards to when did you start your company, and that could be your accounting year. But in most cases people pick the end of December, and normally they have a month to file and pay their taxes. So like I presume in the UK it will be 31st of January, Poland the same. Tell me if you know stuff about that, let me know. In Ireland, you have by the 31st of October to do that. But there is a trick. So some businesses would open and close on the, the calendar year from so it starts in the 1st of November, was it? November, and finish on the 31st of October. Or a month even before, to have that month to do the things. But there is a trick, So the story is like that if you're self-employed and but there is a trick. So if you do want to know what the trick is, let me know, because I don't want to bore you, because that's also another area that I'm quite interested in. So yeah. Now I think I do my own standard thing, and I'll try to do one more today, because my willingness is better than my body's ability. So small steps forward, take your breaks, and do it again. Yes, hopefully I'll do it again today. Now, it took me a while because I had a breakfast, tea, chit-chatting, and I haven't picked minis yet, but I'll show you what I was knitting. I have finished one tube. These are for me, so it's 56 stitches, and I did 60 for myself, and I think 50 over here, 55 maybe, or 50, and I did 15 rounds of ribbing. Normally I do 10, so that's a little bit long, but I thought let's go wild. And yeah, so today I started another one, so I have that much. And it looks that I will be okay with just one. I weighed it. This was 28 grams. So basically I used 22 over here. So I'll be definitely able to keep the other 50 grams. And we shall see what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I'll swap with someone before next Christmas. I'm not sure. We shall see. And then maybe you want to see an update with Seb sock. So this is how much I have. I need to start wrapping it round so it's nicer. And I decided I will knit until I run out of yarn. And if you're interested what that is, this one is West Yorkshire Spinners, and the color is 06 Fairy Lights. I received that from Sarah, and this one is Red Hearts, and I don't know the name. So now, in regards Full of Minis hat, so this is it. It works out pretty good, I think. And I'll try to cut the yarn and put it over here. I don't have that much. And some people are asking, but they're not sure will 5 gram will be enough for them. And I totally understand you would not want to, for instance, do the swatch. Or anything like that. But if you do first fold, you will see will you have enough or not. And if you take another one, don't be afraid if you have to join just before the beginning of the round, because you see the inside is something that you will not be able to see with the folds. So now I'm thinking I may not be swapping. The pattern tells you that after few folds you change needle size for a bigger 3.5, and then the number of rounds change too, so it's kind of quicker to knit, but it gives you different kind of folds. So I'm not sure will you be happy with that. And so far so good. I think I like it. Obviously the risk is if I continue that with the smaller needles, I will have it shorter than I normally would have, but I'm not using advent calendar minis, so I may use more minis if I wanted to, and I'm not going to put any pressure on myself, so I may knit an extra one if I will have to. So that's that. I think I'm going to stick with it because check it out, I like my folds. So the same story with you. If you notice that you like those folds, yeah, check them. Leave it. But like I said, you will have to know what you're doing a little bit. Otherwise, you can just switch to 3.5, and it will be slightly. Do I have any Full of Minis hats here? Anyway, so now let's pick another one. And not sure that I show you, but I think I want to do orange. Not sure what I want to start straight away. And I think that would be really cool to do so. But I have some pattern over here going like this. I may actually use the browns because I don't have that many minis and I need to use that brown. So I'm going back to Grace's yarn, Bubbles yarns, and I think I'm going to add a brown and tomorrow orange. I think this will look so cool. Oh my, I've seen, go check hashtag Full of Minis hat. I see you can take photos of your stash of minis or leftovers and stuff like that, which would be really, really cool. You can have even a pleasure with a friend to, asking them, what do you think? Which one I should, knit next if you don't follow with advent calendar. It is kind of a challenging hat from perspective that if you would want to do more folds per day, it is fun. And so that's why I love doing that in December. So it's just one fold, and the play to pick pick colors. Okay, so we decided on the 7th I'm going with the brown. A bit of accounting, and then I will edit day 6 and hopefully publish it today. We shall see how that goes. Finger fast.
Guys are not allowed to be at home, so the only rule is they have to stay on my lap. This is Stephan. He likes to hug.
And I think he likes wool too. That's actually his alpaca. He would love his own blanket. Now I really wanted to go for a walk for the second time, and this time my free hat, so check it out. It's also on this channel. There is step-by-step tutorial how I do it. I know I knit in a dark yarn, everyone is telling me, but you know, forgive me that. So this is a just knit hat. Only one stitch you're having over here is a knit stitch. And you can make it bigger, smaller, anyway, check it out. Check the RAVELRY page, project page, and you'll see I knitted more of these, so yeah. Anyway, let's go for a walk. It's very windy. Seb's going with me.
And now, at the end, just to give you a bit of reality. Yeah, I am cleaning the floor. Have a nice day!